Today on the bench I'm going to tie you Dawn's Red Eye Blood Leech. This is my go-to pattern whenever I arrive at a new lake. So make sure you have these materials ready before you tie the fly. For the hook we use a Mustad C53S curved nymph size 12. We'll tie with some 6/0 wine thread, a blood red bead for the bead, some fine copper wire for the ribbing, maroon purple sparkle dubbing for the body, and some black marabou for the tail. To start the fly off, I put my bead on, and I've also put my thread on and wrap back to the hook bend. Now I'm going to take a small clump of black marabou, measure it up about the length of the hook, maybe just a little bit longer, and tie it in for the tail. And always make sure when you tie it in to wrap behind this marabou a couple times just to stand it up a little bit. And trim off your excess. Now take some fine copper wire and tie it in, and we'll use this to rib up the fly after we dub in the body. The next step is to actually form a dubbing loop. You've got different options. You can put the material in a dubbing block and form your own dubbing brush. I like to actually form the loop in the thread, and then I slowly insert the material, just a real fine amounts in between this loop. And as I get more and more material in and it's ready to turn, I'll spin my dubbing loop. So I'm winding it up. And then I'll wrap the body forward to form the body. Now take the copper wire that we've had off the back of the hook, and I like to form about 4 to 5 ribs up the fly. Not too many ribs, just keep them simple. 4 to 5 max. Up you go, and go right to the bead, right behind the bead, and then tie it off right up behind the bead. The last step to the fly is take your whip finisher, and we'll whip finish off the thread just behind the bead. Then we'll take our dubbing brush, or our little dubbing pick I should call it, and just pick out the body. And again, you want to really pick this body out. Pick it out as much as you possibly can. Get all that dubbing out of the body so it extends back. Leeches have a very thin body, but they look fat in the water because they undulate quite a bit. So there it is, Dawn's Red Eye Blood Leech. If you go to a new lake in the spring or the fall and you want a go-to pattern that always is effective, this is your ticket. To watch all our latest Sport Fishing on the Fly episodes and to order Sport Fishing on the Fly merchandise, head to www.sfotf.ca. And if you would like to book an adventure like this one shown, head to ontheflyadventures.ca and book yourself the trip of a lifetime.